I'm going to give you 20 years of marketing experience condensed down into 10 short minutes. You can never make someone wrong in your marketing. If you make them wrong, they're not going to buy from you. The other thing is when we approach a new business, we want to understand the client, meaning not our client, but our client's client, our customer. Now, when we go to produce and craft an irresistible grand slam offer, we really need to know. Welcome to the Results-Based Marketing Podcast, the podcast for business owners looking to leverage wildly profitable and cutting-edge marketing, lead generation, and lead nurture campaigns in their business. I'm Simeon Cryer, the founder of Automate Convert, where we've literally helped clients generate millions, hundreds of millions of dollars using the exact strategies that I'm going to share with you in this podcast. So if you want to automate, convert, and dominate your industry, you're in the right place at the right time. Let's get started. Thanks for being here. Hey, it's Simon here from the Results-Based Marketing Podcast. I am so excited to be with you today. Today, I'm going to give you 20 years of marketing experience condensed down into 10 short minutes. So strap in. This is going to be awesome. It's going to be like drinking from a fire hydrant. I'm going to do my best to give you as much value squeezed into 10 minutes as humanly possible. The first thing that we do when we approach a new business, a new client, to craft an offer that's going to move the needle significantly for their business is we want to understand the client, meaning not our client, but our client's client, our customer. Now, when we go to produce and craft an irresistible grand slam offer, we really need to know who it is we're serving, who it is we're targeting. And it's not just the demographics, but mainly also the psychographics. We want to know their pain points. We want to know how aware they are. Are they problem aware, or are they solution aware? Are they most aware, or are they completely unaware, right? So it depends. So if they're problem aware, they understand about the problem. And so you might need to amplify the problem, speak to the problem, speak to their pain, their frustrations, their fears. Maybe they're even irrational fears, maybe. So yeah, understand who they are. So when we look at the awareness, it's like, where are they? Eugene Schwartz, a famous marketer, has this spectrum of awareness, customer awareness, whether they're unaware, problem aware, solution aware, or most aware. So for example, if I'm marketing an iPhone 16, the guys at Apple just say, most of their people are most aware and say, here's the iPhone 16, it's cool, go buy it. So the message to the market is very different from someone who was more problem aware, right? They don't know how to communicate or connect to the world, right? They don't know how to be relevant in a world today. Or they might have your business, the problems that it solves for your customers. Really important to get into that. So when we look at the other dynamics of the audience, we want to know their age. We want to know their sex. We want to know geographically, do you serve all of Australia? Do you serve a certain city or township? Or you might be in somewhere other in the world, right? Maybe you're in the US. Do they just buy from Texas, or are you just in the Dallas-Fort Worth area? Do you know what I mean? So you want to know the demographics, absolutely. But you also want to know emotional content. It's like what Bruce Lee talks about. Don't think about the moon. It's emotional content, right? So you've got to get into their heart. If you're resonating with their deep fears that they've never spoken to anyone about, or if you can recognize the person they blame or the institution they blame for being in the situation they are, then that's going to be great. You need to bring that out in your copy, which is the text that you write. So who they blame, it might be their spouse, it might be the government, it might be their school. You can never make someone wrong in your marketing. You have to let them off the hook. If you make them wrong, they're not going to buy from you, okay? And the other thing is, let's sell a conversation rather than asking for someone's hand in marriage on the first date. And what I mean by that is, like, keep the barrier to doing business very, very low. Let's go for micro commitments. So you might look at a lead magnet, or what some people call a tripwire, which is like a low commitment offer. It might be a free report. And in the free report, you want to make sure you, again, are talking about the problems. If you understand that 95% of people are motivated by avoiding pain rather than the 5% of people who are motivated to move towards pleasure, that's really going to set you up in terms of your offer creation. So for example, if we did a tripwire or a lead magnet, we'd probably talk about mistakes. And it could be, if you're a financial planner, for example, it might be the 10 most common mistakes that people make with planning for their retirement. Wouldn't even use those words, most common mistakes, because that's pretty boring. I want to get emotional. Emotional content is the key. So rather than talking about the most common mistakes, make it more painful. These are the 10 most expensive mistakes that people make when planning for their retirement. That's going to be a standard part offer that is way more compelling, right? So you want your offer to be compelling, and you want to also arouse curiosity. So if I say these are the 10 most expensive mistakes that people make every day with their retirement, it's like, what are the mistakes? So they're going to download. So micro commitment, rather than going for a free strategy session right off the bat, give them a resource, add value, give them something of value, and give them something for free. Free is really cool. So this content that you're seeing right here, right now, some of my best stuff I'm giving away for free. I'm giving that away for free, and I'm selling the implementation. So I'm giving the secrets away for free, and I'm selling the implementation. So you want to be giving value, giving insights, helping people where they are right here, right now. Hey, if you're a business owner making between 1 and 5 million a year, and you want more consistent qualified leads to grow your business, then why don't we have a complimentary chat? I'm looking to personally invest $26,000 into 7 individual businesses right now who are serious about scaling. Book in a call with me and my team using the link in the show notes below to see if you qualify. Now back to the episode. The idea that you want to give to someone is like, oh my God, this is so valuable, dealing with them at this level for free. What must it be like to work for them or to work with them as their client, right? So understanding your audience, their pain points, their aspirations. You want to give them 3 simple things or 5 things that they want to hear. Maybe there's 5 things that they need to hear. And it might be, until you do X, Y, Z, you'll never enjoy the benefits of A, B, C. Do you know what I mean? So that might be part of your offer creation as well. You also need to give them 3 simple steps to solve their problem. What's the magic bullet? What's the one thing that they could do? What's the big, bold guarantee that you could make for someone, right? So these are some of the things you need to think about when you're talking to your audience, when you're resonating with them emotionally, when you recognize where they are, their pain points are, who they blame, what their secret irrational fears might be, and what their aspirations are. And you can speak to all of those in your offer creation and in your advertising copy. That's what's really going to set you apart. So when it comes to creating a grand slam offer, really think about being specific as you can with your offer, meaning call out your audience. You might say, if you're in an insurance company, I've got a client right now that does roof restoration for storm damaged homes. And a bit of advertising copy that we've come up as the first paragraph of a Facebook ad is, insurance companies are giving away checks for up to $73,000 for homeowners in Bendigo if you can answer these 3 questions. Really awesome ad. It's like, insurance company are giving away $73,000 for homeowners. Homeowners, I'm calling out my audience. If you can answer these 3 questions, lots and lots of curiosity. Now, the thing is, with a headline like that, the objective of the headline is to sell the rest of your text, your copy, we'll refer to from here on in. So the objective of your headline is to sell the copy of your main body copy. And then if you're doing advertising, you want to speak to their pain points, craft an offer that's irresistible. Maybe look at something which is risk reversal. And what I mean by that is like, hey, we were using a standalone offer for someone, and we had a time waster guarantee. And it was like, if we can't show you how to double your superannuation fund in the next 7 years, we'll give you $1,000 just for wasting your time. That's a risk reversal, a time wasted guarantee. So if you can craft a really compelling guarantee, and when I say craft a guarantee, I mean intelligently craft it. So what we did with one of our financial planning clients was something similar to that. We gave them a free holiday to the value of $1,000. Very rarely do you want to actually give away hard cash. There's no leverage in give away cash, right? Giving away cash is the worst thing you can do. But if you give away product, then you've got margin on the product. So your product cost might only be 1/10 of what it retails for. So then you're talking about the value that you're giving away rather than what it actually costs you. So we have a subscription to hotels around Australia, internationally actually. And so, yeah, time waster guarantee is like, if we can't show you how to double your superannuation and get you out of debt and pay your mortgage off in half the time, will give you a free luxury escape vacation valued at $1,000 just for wasting your time. It's really cool. And then what the client would do after our advice would be to say, hey, they show them how to double their superannuation. They show them how to pay off their debt in half the time, saving tens of thousands of dollars in interest. And then when they come on board as a client, they give them the holiday anyway. It creates the most tremendous customer experience. So think about things like that. And lastly, in your advertising, make sure you have a very strong call to action. You got to spell it out in real simple terms, like at a grade 5 level of comprehension. Tell them specifically what to do. Tell them to click on the Learn More button below to download this immediately. Tell them what to do. Give them a very strong call to action. I see Facebook ads all the time which have video and no copy at all. I see Facebook ads all the time that sometimes have no imagery. There's no creative. There's no image. There's no video. I see Facebook ads all the time which have no strong call to action. And by the way, Learn More is the highest converting call to action you can have on the Facebook platform. Hope this helps you in terms of crafting an offer, understanding your audience, and how to write headlines, copy, and a call to action that's really going to set you up in 10 short minutes on how to get launched and be one campaign away from transforming the financial landscape of your business. Happy marketing. Hey, thanks so much for tuning in to Results-Based Marketing. If today's episode gave you valuable insights into maximizing your marketing efforts, we'd love your support. Please give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. And don't forget to subscribe on your favorite platform. Let's keep the conversation going. Connect with me on socials at Simeon Cryer. All the links for me are in the show notes below. And happy marketing. Thank you so much for your attention.